Hey guys, John Ortiz with BigYield.us. Today I'm standing here with Cody Clafflin. We're going to be discussing how to get or how to obtain big yields. That's the question, that's the goal, that's what everybody wants to know. So we're going to start this thing in individual components, parts, or pieces, depending on how you look at it. We're going to be discussing nutrient uptake, plant health, looking at foliar treatments, looking at in-furrow applications, the whole 9 yards. We're going to touch base on why those are important and what you see by doing those or incorporating them into your operation. Not trying to get you to do something different. Some of you guys may already be doing this, but if we can incorporate some of our products or some of these practices into what you're already doing, I think with commodity prices being the way they are, the ROI is going to be out the roof and it's going to be substantial, and it's a great year to try it. Yeah. Cody, one of the things that we talk about are BP in furrow. A lot of people are saying, John, I didn't see a yield difference this year. John, didn't see any yield difference. Couldn't tell by my monitor. One of the things that I try to tell people is even though no yield increase is observed, it's what we're doing in the soil with left behinds by increasing root mass, bigger, thicker stalks, bigger, better brace roots. What are your thoughts, or what can you say about that?
Yeah, on that, I would say you have the potential to, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know where we live at in Southwest Missouri, around Sheldon. I don't know what we're going to get from one year to the next. Yep. We last year was a bumper crop of a corn year. The 3 years prior to that, we fought to, get much above break even. So I think that it sets us up for the potential to have those yield increases. And I mean, nothing in life isn't guaranteed, especially in what we do.
Exactly. Now, touching base on that, one of the reasons you've converted your operation from a dry program to a liquid, can you tell us a little bit why you're doing that?
Yes, so right now, definitely it just comes down to economics. I mean, everything else aside, guys, we do this to make money. What's the no money, no honey? I mean, that's a saying John has. It's got to pay for itself. It has to make money. So, we're running dry programs, and I've been soil sampling for 13 years now. And, all that's great, but you just have much more efficiency in a liquid program. And when dry is so expensive right now, I think you're going to be shocked to have anything under $150 to $200 on a dry program. That's pretty common right now. And when we're a third of that in our liquid program, and I know we can raise just as good a yield. And I would think that that's a big misconception with liquid versus dry programs, is obviously we're not trying to build that soil. I mean, it's just a ppm, that's a math equation. But when it comes into liquid, supplying it where it needs it and the right products, I think that's where we're at. And on my operation, that's a six-figure savings. I can think of a lot of things I can do for six-figure savings.
Exactly. And then to touch base on that again, what he said is, with the costs being the way they are and where we're at, he's saving a third on his operation, but we're able to do the same thing for a lot of guys in general. Liquid is the way to go. We've been practicing it ourselves. We've been preaching it. Now, we'll never ever tell you that we're going to build your soils, but we will tell you we'll give you enough nutrients to raise a crop for that growing season. Again, we will never ever tell you we're going to build your soils and give you all the fertilizer you need to continue to grow year after year. You will still have to do some management there, or apply some lime or some litter or something later on in the season. But what I am telling you is right now, with prices being the way they are, or just your normal practices, you can raise a hell of a crop by going 100% liquid and bypassing the dry. I know a lot of you guys rent a lot of ground. This would make sense specifically for somebody that's doing that. Rented acres, wanting to apply P&K to raise a crop. 10 gallons is equivalent to 100 dry based off what's available for the plant to uptake. You'll never hear us veer from that with no dry. Having great success and continuing to do that with our BP in furrow product.
So when I started soil sampling, 2011, 2012, fertilizer prices were really high. We soil sampled all over the place. In 2013, we soil sampled 90,000 acres throughout the Midwest. And then in about 14, 15, and that's really when I started farming again, getting back into having my own row crop acres. We've seen potash down around $250, $300 a ton. Well, a lot of people were backing off, adding that improvements. In most of the ground that we farm is family ground, or I own it. We've only got a couple rented farms. So even on those farms that I'm owning, I'm still switching to a liquid program because I've made that investment when fertilizer was cheap. If that's what you want to do and you need to make those improvements and even out your soil. And then right now, I'm just trying to raise a crop profitably. I'm not going to buy this $800, $900 a ton fertilizer.